Welcome back to the Lucky Paper YouTube channel. We are playing some more Paper Cube. This time we are playing decks drafted rotisserie style from my Bun Magic Cube. And we've played all the games with our own decks. Those games are already on the channel, so go check out those videos if you haven't seen them. And just because we have a little extra time, Theo and I have picked up some other players' decks to run them into each other. So I'm playing a deck drafted by the one and only Parker Lamascus. Everybody knows Parker from the show. It is a Lurrus black-white aggro deck. I'll get into the details in a second. And James is playing a red-black deck drafted by James, who has also been on the stream.
Theo's playing.
James is playing, yes. Theo's playing the deck drafted by James. I got there eventually. For those that don't know, Rotisserie Draft is a format where you just lay the whole cube out face up on a table, and then all 8 players stand around taking turns picking whatever card they want for their deck. It takes a long time. Took us a little over 2 hours to Rotisserie Draft this cube, but it's a really fun long time, and the decks that turn out are quite powerful. So, more about my deck. I am playing a black-white Lurrus deck. It's got a lot of the things you might expect. It's fairly aggressive, but also can lean on a sort of attrition-style game plan with Bitter Blossom and Lingering Souls and a fair bit of removal. Cling to Dust, honestly, is a decent late-game engine, and obviously Lurrus itself being the main way to grind into the late game. So I think in this matchup, I want to take the grindier route, and I'm trying to compete with the recursive engines that the black-red deck has, and I don't know how great it's going to go. I know that when these decks played the first time, the red-black deck won, but I don't know what the games looked like. I don't know by how much. I don't know what the key cards were, so...
I think they said it was a very close match, so.
Love to hear it.
Yeah.
So that's my deck. And for those that want to know, we do play Lurrus with the actual companion rules as they exist in Modern Magic, so I got to pay 3 to put it into my hand from outside the game, and then I can cast it later on. So tell us more about your deck, Theo.
All right, so I'm playing James's red-black deck. I remember him saying he likes drafting creatures that are resilient to removal. So we've got a Kroxa, Berserker, Tenacious Underdog, Seasoned Pyromancer. So a lot of good value creatures. Some good red and black removal spells. Yeah, it can grind pretty well. It can go aggressive.
Lurrus into the deck.
Seems like a good deck. I don't know. Yeah, it's not quite as aggro as I thought when I played.
Yeah, only one drop.
Only one drop. It's more of a mid-range deck that's trying to just cast removal and efficient creatures. So yeah.
Smuggler's Copter is also just a nightmare for me as the control deck player. I hated seeing Smuggler's Copter on the other side of the battlefield. It was like, ugh. I even had a board wipe that game. Didn't matter. Play a thing, smash with the copter, make your hands better, make your cards better in your hand. All right, as a pregame action, Theo, I'm going to reveal Lurrus from my sideboard. If I don't say that, I can't do it later. So
it's true.
This is true. I mean, if you're saying this is going to come down to grinding, I would imagine Lurrus is pretty good at that. So
yeah, I think the challenge is you're going to have a decent bit of removal and you're going to see it coming. So I think I'll get one thing back with Lurrus most times before it eats some kind of removal spell. Because I don't think I'm going to be the proactive one where I'm going to be pushing, like, where I'm going to be demanding answers from your deck early on.
But you've a
with
lot
the
more,
right draw.
You have a lot more 1-drops in your deck than I do.
I have 4.
And
it's like Giver of Runes, Death Right Shaman.
Yeah, we guys have pretty similar decks.
So, honestly, these are quite similar decks. I think this is kind of what people asked earlier, what do aggro decks look like in a rotisserie draft? Like, do people just, hate your best cards or whatever? I was saying that the aggro decks tend not to be monocolored in a rotisserie draft, at least in my cube. Obviously, other cubes that they play totally differently, but here, because you get to draft like a much better version of whatever deck you normally would have, getting a much better version of a multicolored deck tends to be better. Yeah, we should roll.
Evens or odds?
I'll take odds.
Evens. Is that 8 for 8?
8 for 8.
All right, I'll go first.
I lost all the rolls.
And
yeah, we don't keep track of match wins, but we do have a book of dice rolls.
All right, this hand seems fine. Not that exciting, but I'll keep it.
I'm gonna keep my hand as well, chat. I don't know. I didn't draft the deck. Don't blame me.
Don't blame me. All right. I will just mountain and go.
Love to see no Ragavan. I think what I'm supposed to do...
Already in the tank.
It's kind of tricky, actually. I'll shock it an overgrown, too.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'll cast Knight of the Ebon Legion.
Sure.
And I'll pass the turn.
Draw. All right, I'll stomp it.
My boy, blue.
And pass.
I miss having counter spells in my deck. I'll play a Marsh Flats. I'll pass the turn.
Tap, draw. Alright, I'll just play this guy.
Alright. I'm going to sacrifice my Marsh Flats. And I will get an untapped Godless Shrine going to 15. I'm just going to Vanishing Verse that,
Alright,
that big boy on end
more.
step. Right, I have to target it.
Yeah.
Go to 13. Yikers! Hey!
Hey, you do have Scourge of the Skyclaves in your deck.
We are playing Magic, friends. Alright. Untap. Draw. Play another Marsh Flats. I'm going to go ahead and just put Lurrus into my hand.
Okay.
I'll get a...
Interesting.
Swamp. Going to 12. Lurrus in my hand to pass the turn.
Draw. Alright, I will play Grimrock Knight, paying 1, and
19.
Sanitary Gatekeeper, and I'll exile the Knight from your graveyard.
All right.
Try to
Little creature problem now.
answer this Lurrus, sort of.
All right, so Knight's exiled, and it's cast spell, right? Not enter the battlefield.
Whenever a cast a spell, if it shares a card type.
So anytime either of us cast a creature spell, we take 2.
Yeah.
All right. I will untap.
I'm curious, does playing a Dryad Arbor still trigger that, because it also cares about lands?
Boy, I think so.
Does it say play?
It says plays if you play a land and it does share a card type with it. So yeah.
Cool. These are the important questions that
I
we need to
imagine
focus
so.
on in this particular
This is my
matchup.
hand.
Dryad Arbor is such a nightmare.
I'll keep some notes there. I'll play Silent Clearing. Then I'll have a think. And you can just wait.
You're thinking
Theo.
results.
You can just
We'll go into think mode.
You can just chill out. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna think that hard. I'm gonna disfigure the Cemetery Gatekeeper.
Okay.
And then I'm going to cast a Giver of Runes.
Okay.
And then I'm going to cast a Bone Splitter.
Sure.
I don't think it's worth paying 1 life to equip the Giver of Runes with a Bone Splitter right now, because it still would just trade with Rimrock Knight, so it's still not blocking. I'll pass the turn. 3 in hand, including Lurrus.
Tap, draw. So you have no other creatures in your graveyard?
Knight of the Ebon. Oh no, you exiled Knight.
Yeah.
So no, I don't.
That sort of makes me not want to kill the Giver, but I think I'm going to anyway. I'll pay 1. Play Twin Shot Sniper.
Poof.
Kill that. Attack for 3.
I go to 9.
Play a tapped land. Go.
All right. Untap. Draw. Yeah, I don't know how much better this is getting. Cast Lurrus.
Yep.
Take 1, go to 8. Play Giver of Runes.
Yep.
Pass the turn.
Tap. Draw.
I would have loved land there, so I could put a big old axe on my little boy. So if you trade in combat, I gain 5.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Knight's Whisper.
16.
Alright, I'll crack this. Draw a card. And alright, I will bolt Lurrus.
Not good, chat.
Attack.
Not good, chat. For 5?
Yeah.
Put me to 3?
Yep.
You got burn spells in your deck?
I do.
Yucky.
Yucky. You did like 10 damage to yourself.
Yeah, I did, but I had to. What else was I supposed to do? What can I draw? What's in this deck? I'll take it.
All right, go ahead.
Down to 3. I want to do all the things, but I only have 4 mana. This is the only way. Oh, I gotta deal damage to myself. Yikes! Go to 2. Quit Bone Splitter.
Sure.
Attack for 3.
Yeah, no walks. You can't play this Scourge.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. I'm at 2. Yeah, I'm done here. I can't.
You can't really attack.
I got
yeah.
nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, I got.
Well,
Too much life loss.
Yep.
Too much
That
life
was a
loss
lot
in the
of
early
life.
game. All right, go to my sideboard. See what I got for this matchup. That's the sideboard from my other deck. That's also the sideboard from my other deck. This is the sideboard for this deck. So, sideboard playing against Theo. I think I want... The thing about that deck is I don't really think it relies on key cards. I think it's just kind of like a grindy value deck that has a lot of recursive stuff and stuff that's hard to deal with in the late game. Don't think I can go under him. He's got too much removal for that. So if I'm going to go bigger, what do I want?
Can you cast creatures with flash from your graveyard?
Lurrus says
It's each of your turns.
During each of your turns.
You
but
can
say,
on your turn.
Say it's in response to Lurrus getting lightning bolted. I think so.
Yeah, it says on your turn, right?
Yeah, as long as it's not my turn.
Yeah, great. Timing restrictions still apply to the card you're casting. You're just able to cast it from a different zone.
All right. I'm bringing in this because I want to see what happens. Don't look or laugh, Theo. Theo, you're not allowed to laugh.
I'm not looking. It's just funny. I don't know. I kind of did that with Sheldock Isle.
I think I like that. Of these cards, what do I like, if anything? How important is it that I protect a specific threat in my deck? I mean, protecting Lurrus is pretty important, actually, so that is going to come in. Why is that not in the main deck? That seems good. This is the weirdest Stoneforge Mystic package I've ever seen. It's just Bone Splitter and Blade of the Oni.
Yeah, I mean, that's still pretty decent.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a good card.
Yeah.
I intentionally don't have, like, Cauldron or Batterskull in the cube, but
yeah.
It's funny. You'd think... I guess you can't play Grafted Wargear. And you get Umezawa's Jite, Dancing Blade, or the other kinds of options.
Lion Sash.
Lion Sash would be the most important one, I think.
I think both GT and Lion Sash got snapped up pretty quickly in the draft.
Yeah.
Lion Sash was taken very high, like 3rd pick or something ridiculous.
By the player that would eventually cut me.
Look, sometimes you just gotta send a message with your early picks.
Yeah, and then retract that message and send some different messages. A technology we still don't have in email or Twitter. To unsend your message.
Yeah.
I do.
I guess you can send. I guess you can send a message.
People are laughing at me. You're laughing at me. I'll go freak out.
These are brand new sleeves. Andy just re-sleeved this.
I don't like them.
He doesn't like them. He would like to submit his review for KMC Phoenixes.
Hyper Phoenixes.
Hyper Phoenixes.
I give them 2 stars.
Out of how many stars?
5.
Okay, so could be worse.
Can't believe people convinced me to not put Dragon Shields on my cube. I got tricked.
Oh, camera's on a different camera.
Chat, I don't know. I just don't know. All right, hear me out.
We didn't record the pick order. We thought about it, but it seemed like too much
That'd
to
be
manage.
so much work.
Yeah,
No, that's not worth it.
We would need a ninth person there just to be tracking picks.
Andy took a picture like halfway through.
I did take a little video.
We could remember like the
just
first
so I could see the
couple
cards that people
rounds,
didn't
but
want in the last like third of the cube.
Yeah.
Another re-sleeving stream. Yes.
If we break enough sleeves, then Andy will do another re-sleeving stream.
Look, I thought about it. Don't tempt me with a good time.
Sadie was there.
She was there, but she had her own duties to alert everyone whenever anybody entered or left any room. So she was had her paws full.
She was good all day until Kennedy
really
got there.
good.
She basically didn't bark at all. I will not have this Sadie slander in the chat.
The verdict with these sleeves is not great, just on account of a bunch of them have split.
I've already had 2 splits in 1.5 drafts.
Just 2?
That's a lot. I literally had my other sleeves in my cube for 3.5 years, 0 splits. Not once. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
I think this is.
I mean, you can just go up to the 45 card special. Just bring all those in.
No, that's not the way.
No.
That is not the way. All right, here's what I'm going to do, chat. I'm cutting these cards down here, these 3. I don't think that's going to do much for me here. These, I think, are a little expensive for the kinds of threats I'm going to be dealing with. I would rather have these to have more options. I really want to find room for this, but I don't know what else to cut.
You can cut a land. Do it.
Stop it.
You know, I might actually cut a land. I don't think I need 17 lands.
That does seem like a lot for that
I
deck.
agree. I agree. I also like the Ultra Pro Eclipse a lot. I had my cube sleeved in them for a long time, and I like the Shuffle Feel the most. They're a little bit thinner as well, so it's just a little slightly more manageable. But a lot of them did break, which honestly wasn't really an issue because I just had an extra stack of them. But I mean, it just depends on what your values are: durability or Shuffle Feel, or having slight extra negative space on the very top.
What's wrong with the Dragon Shield Shuffle Feel?
I'm not saying it's bad. I just thought the Ultra Pro Eclipse was even better.
Can you describe what you like about it more?
I think there's a little bit more of a texture, so it just slides more smoothly.
All right.
Interesting.
All right, you do you.
Oh, and if the edge catching is really bad, I feel like that's also true. The Eclipses have the best
Because of the extra space on the top.
I think the edges. This is getting real interesting.
These ones edge catch. The Dragon Shields, I never had any problem with edge catching. I'm gonna cut this as well, chat. These 4 for these 4. We're doing it.
All right, we've done it.
All right, so I've decided to bring in these 2. This card seems very good against Andy's creatures. This card just seems like good value. I could even reanimate that card there.
Oh.
I guess I just revealed what it is. But
Chat,
whatever.
I believe it's reanimate.
And I'm boarding out. This card seems kind of bad, especially on the draw. And I realize I have 17 lands, which I don't. If it were me, I would play 16 lands in this deck. So I'm just gonna cut a swamp.
Get dragged,
Hey,
James.
You're sideboarding, so it is you now.
Dragged. And these, I'm considering these cards, but I don't think I want any of them really. So yeah.
All right, I'm on the play.
Wow, Allison's really dragging you in the chat.
Who's Allison dragging?
You.
Well,
For what?
It's not fair because I had all the time while Andy was thinking to also
It's true.
think about it. But
For taking a long time in sideboarding?
Correct, yeah.
Sorry, for entertaining you for longer, Allison? Unbelievable.
It just says Allison has left the chat.
All right. As a pregame action, I'm going to reveal Lurrus from outside the game.
you don't have to say it's a pregame action, but sure. All right, I guess I'm going. No, you're going first.
I don't like it, chat.
I feel like you say this every time.
No, all kinds of different things. Here's my opening hand. I don't think I can keep this. In fact, I won't. I will be mulliganing this hand of 2 black source lands, 3 white cards. Even though Bitter Blossom is good. Away it goes.
Yeah, I'm going to be keeping this. Seems pretty straightforward. Good hand. Lands and spells.
You heard it here first. This hand.
I don't know what to say. It seems like an average hand. We don't have that many 1-drops in this deck. This card is interesting.
Twin Shot Sniper is quietly like just a kind of a messed up card.
I agree.
I think people maybe overlooked it because it was like an uncommon or whatever, but
yeah, it's definitely good.
It's so good.
I don't know if it's messed up, but like it's just flexible. It's
yeah,
like
it's your definition of messed
it's
up,
always
in this matchup. It feels pretty bad for you to have it.
Yeah, because it just kills all your creatures. Yeah.
Kills all the creatures.
It's just like Ravenous Chupacabra or whatever. So,
but it's also Ravenous Chupacabra.
Right,
it's a 2/3 that can also go face.
That's true.
All right, here's my hand chat. I'm keeping this one, and I'm gonna be bottoming this guy. Keeping those. It's a lot better than the 7 we had, so we ain't gonna complain. And then I'm gonna lead on Hive of the Eye Tyrant and Knight of the Ebon Legion, and I'll pass the turn.
Draw. Just play Blood Crypt. Go.
We get to untap with Knight of the Ebon Legion, chat. It's a big day for us. All right, I'm gonna play this Marsh Flats. I'm going to sacrifice it for an untapped Godless Shrine, going to 17.
No fear.
I mean, I do have... My deck does care about my life total being low. You know?
Yeah, no, I know.
Do you know? Because you said no fear like you didn't know. I'm going to play Dauntless Bodyguard.
Which creature would you like to choose?
I will choose Knight of the Ebon Legion, and I will attack you for 1.
I'll take 1.
You playing Knight Tribal over there?
Pass the turn.
Wow, if you draw History of Numidalia, it'll be really good.
Oh.
Please stop. Alright, I'm gonna stomp the guy again. This knight.
Alright, I'll sacrifice Dauntless Bodyguard.
Sure.
Please unambiguously identify the knight.
That one.
Oh, once again, chat, we're presented with choices. We hate those. So, how much better is 4 toughest against you and 3 toughest? I saw the Twin Shot Sniper.
You mean 3 then 2?
What did I say?
4 then 3.
I meant 3 then 2. Attack.
No blocks.
I'll pump.
Okay, sure.
Go to 15, and I'll go to my end step, get a +1/+1 counter on the Knight of the Ebon Legion.
Sure.
And pass the turn.
All right, we'll play Bone Crusher.
Mm-hmm.
Go. Man, what a good card.
Yeah. That card is more messed up, to be clear.
Yeah, it's just both sides of the card in one card.
Attack for 2.
No blocks.
How much better is 4 than 3? I saw Bolt.
How much better is 4 than 3? Just like as numbers?
Toughness in this matchup. I mean, you're also
33%.
playing black, but I feel like, remember looking at James' deck, he has mostly burn removal, not a lot of non-burn removal. And I like how that does things to the race, too. So I'm going to pump again.
Sure.
So take 5. Put you to 10. And I'm sorry, no. You do take 5.
Yeah.
You take 5.
Yep.
Put you to 10. Go to my end step.
Yep.
Make this into a 3/4 as a baseline.
All right. Attack for 4.
I go to 13.
All right. We'll play Young Pyromancer. Pretty good against the Knight. And I guess we're casting Night's Whisper. It's not the best
All right. Put you to 8.
in a race, but it does make a token. So, all right. Then I'll just pass.
You got your
Try to
elemental
get my
token over there.
Do I?
I don't know. Great question.
Maybe it's in that pile right there. No, right here.
Oh. No, that's like a pile. Did a bad job with tokens, chat. I'm so sorry. Just put the red goblin token upside down. We'll know what that is.
All right, yeah, you can go.
I'm going to untap.
Oh, this thing?
Yeah,
sure.
I'll draw. I'll cast Clarion Spirit.
Yep.
I'll disfigure the young pyromancer, trigger, get a spirit. Did James not get any of his, or Parker not get any of his tokens? That's not, it's not like Parker. Like Parker normally has tokens. Oh, he does. Here we go.
I'll just do like
Spirit.
Thanks for the follow, App Tealing. Good to see you lurking in the chat.
Aaron. All right. That's just a 1/1.
Yeah.
Okay. Go to combat. I will attack you for 3.
Yeah, no blocks.
Put you to 5.
5.
Pass the turn.
Draw. How many cards in hand?
3.
What are the odds in cast 2 cards? Probably 100% because you're playing Lurrus. I'm gonna Firebolt Clarion Spirit.
Poof.
Poof. And attack with this.
Down to 9.
Land. Alright, Tenacious Underdog.
Mm-hmm.
And Cemetery Gatekeeper. And can I look at your graveyard?
Yep. Sure can.
Well, yeah, I'll just exile Dauntless Bodyguard.
Alright. Creatures it is.
Sure. Pass.
Oh boy, this is... I got some decisions right now.
Underdog. I like Tenacious Underdog. It's pretty good.
You have 3
Hello,
cards in
Charlotte.
hand still?
3.
Yeah, the audio in this case is only one way.
I like that it can actually block, or like, unlike a lot of other, like Skyclave's Shade or whatever. Although you're not really blocking when you blitz it, but.
So you just jump block with the token.
This is a close race.
Send for 1.
No walks.
Lingering Souls.
That's bad.
Make 2 more of these. Pass the turn.
Alright. Could have exiled Night's Whisper. Dang. Okay, so you have 3 flyers. That's a 3/4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Alright, I attack with these guys.
Go to blocks.
Yep.
Block like that.
All right, you take 3.
Lose to Rimrock Knight plus Bolt, but what are you going to do?
Well, sorry.
So we're not moving to damage?
This is...
Do you have any pre-damage actions?
You know, you can get pregnant from pre-damage as well.
Oh, boy. All right, I'm going to Burst Lightning this before damage.
Okay, so die to first strike damage.
Strike kills
sure.
it. Yep.
Yeah, that is a thing that happens.
All right, and then you take 3.
And this dies.
This dies, and I'll play Liliana, and plus on a spirit.
Yikes.
Land, go.
Well, that turn felt good.
Yeah, I'm glad I boarded in Liliana the last sip.
You're going to have 4 creatures. I don't think I win this game, but it's just too cool to do this. I'll play a 16-16.
Nice.
Taking 2. And I will also play...
You have to take 2? Oh, you're just
and
dead.
I will also
you're
play
dead,
an 11.
Yeah,
oh, you have Firebolt in your graveyard. Yeah, I know
Okay.
outs from here.
Okay.
That's
Those
all
are
I got.
very large creatures.
But hey, look, I
Yeah.
played a
those creatures are so
16-16
large.
and an 11-11 for 3 mana, so
That was cool.
that's pretty cool, huh?
On that note, AI Brady asked about Misery Shadow, which we were pretty low on in the set review.
No, I'm very high on Misery Shadow.
You're pretty high on it?
I
Okay.
think it's really powerful. I think I said it was really powerful.
Well, there you are.
Well, good games. Yeah, Misery
Were we
Shadow's
low on
good.
Misery Shadow?
It's totally possible.
I recall being high on it.
I think I'm really high on it. You said you didn't add it because of the graveyard hate, I think.
Yeah, that is the reason
That's
I
reasonable.
didn't do it.
I mean, it's just kind of like exile all your stuff is a lot.
I would much rather it be Scavenging Ooze or Lion Sash style exile where you gotta
Right.
hold it up, commit to doing something. Theo, before we stop this recording, I want to get your input on my sideboard.
Sure.
I'm curious to know what you think, given your big old magic brain. Big honkin' magic thinker. All right, I brought in these 4. And I cut these 4. Thoughts?
Let's see. I like cutting Bone Splitter. That seems good. I feel like our creatures
first
are just
card I
gonna
cut.
trade anyway.
That was the first card I cut. I was like, this is not doing
and
anything for me in this matchup.
not good against removal. Go for the throat. I don't know. I guess it depends how much other removal you have. It seems fine.
Still have a decent amount. A lot of the other removal I have
Yeah.
interacts with Lurrus. Like, I want Portable Hole for, like, Smuggler's Copter. I want Dead Weight because I can replay it with Lurrus. I've got Vanishing Verse, which exiles Kroxa. So I think they're definitely the worst removal
I could see
spells. The question is it, like, better? Are Cut Down and Collective Brutality better? Because I think those are kind of, like, pretty direct swaps in terms of their role
Cut Down
in the deck.
is good. I mean, Eliminate and Cut Down, like, it's kind of a toss-up. Eliminate kills Kroxa, which is
I guess if I had remembered you had Liliana, I probably would have kept Eliminate in.
Eliminate. That was my board, but yeah. This is what I did. Yeah, if you cut Bone Splitter, you kind of have to cut Stoneforge. So
yeah, then
makes
I only
sense.
have the Blade of the Oni as a target.
Yeah, no, I like Collective Brutality. I like... This seems fine to me.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I would cut like, both of those removal spells, but it's just a matter of what...
I just feel like I'm not going to... Like, removal's kind of bad against you. I'm not going to one-for-one my way to victory if you've stomped a thing and then I remove the giant.
If you just kill my stuff and then you eventually play Lurrus and then, like, kind of get back into it.
I feel like all your stuff, like, you stomp a thing, you hit something for 2. When you play your Twin-Shot Sniper, the Cemetery Gatekeeper probably does 2 to me. It's like, I don't know. Feels bad to use removal spells. That's why I liked these. This is just being cheaper, and that one having the extra modes, which I thought maybe the game life would actually be pretty relevant. Yeah. I like having a burn spell in my black deck. Sometimes you just get your opponent with it.
I just wanted to reanimate Lurrus. That
would have been very chill.
It just seems unlikely the game would actually get to that state.
Yeah, I think our decks are pretty low to the ground, so.
I don't know. It's cool.
All right. Thanks for tuning in to this Lucky Paper YouTube video. And thanks to Theo for the games.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
It's been a pleasure. And, like and subscribe. But we're staying on the stream for a second, so we'll stop the recording, but the stream will stick around on.
Death Shadow was very good until he died.
I mean, it wasn't very good.
Well, it was.
In theory, I really needed to get rid of the
really
Gatekeeper.
yeah.
Like, I considered double blocking it